ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सस्सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। So these are the Dhyana shlokas for Gita. So Bhagavad Gita Dhyana shlokas were written by Madhusudana Saraswati, and we have all studied most, but we will be studying them again. So I thought whether until when everybody joins, let us chant the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. I begin the class with this invocation, but give you the whole background of what is Bhagavad Gita all about. First, you have to understand the Vedanta. What is Vedanta? Vedanta actually is the end part of the Vedas. So Veda, Vedanta. Vedas are 4 Vedas. Rig, Yajur, Sam, Atharva. You know, Vedas, they are the mantras. So they are not authored by anybody. It is the law discovered, like the Newton discovered the law of gravity. So the Veda mantras were discovered. Rishi means Janati Pashyati iti Rishi. The one who sees, the one who knows, the one who sees the law. And what law he saw? All these mantras. So Vedas, what are Vedas for actually? So like Newton is the Rishi, Vedas are the Rishi. Vedas are meant for Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, the four Purusharthas. Four human ends. What is human being seeking? That is enumerated by the Vedas. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So Dharma, Artha, Kama is the first portion of the Vedas, the Karma Kanda, and the end portion of the Vedas, Vedanta, is the Moksha Purushartha. So, first portion of the Vedas is Dharma, Artha, Kama, which are the Sadhya Vastu, which is to be sought after by human beings. Moksha is the Siddha Vastu, which is already there. That Siddha Vastu is the end portion of the Vedanta, which is also Bhagavad Gita, is also from all the Upanishads. That is what Bhagavad Gita is. Bhagavad Gita is culled from the mantras of the Upanishad. So Vedanta is apaurushaya, not authored by any human mind, but they are the mantras, Rishaya mantra drashtaraha, natu mantra kartaraha. But what is this Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita appears in Mahabharata. Mahabharata has got 1 lakh shlokas. And Bhagavad Gita is only 700 shlokas appearing in the middle of Mahabharata. So Bhagavad Gita is a song. Gita, Bhagavan's song. Bhagavan's song, Bhagavata Gita, Bhagavan's song is Bhagavad Gita, sung by Bhagavan. But another meaning is also there, if you remember, that the Gita, which has the subject matter as Bhagavan, this is Bahuri Samasa. That subject matter is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the subject matter. It is talked about. What is talked about? What is the subject matter of Vedanta? What is the subject matter of the Vedas? Dharma, Artha, Kama, everybody is seeking something. There is a sense of lack. We are all feeling a sense of lack, which has to be really removed. That sense of lack. And because of that, I keep on saying, I want. And I want this or that, keeps changing, but I want that constant drone, like a Shruti music. It keeps on going. I want. This and that keeps changing. But this sense of lack, that I want, and wanting person never remains wanting. That sense of lack never gets over. So this is the human fundamental problem. This sense of lack, this wanting person, this is the fundamental problem, which is to be resolved, which is the subject matter of the Vedanta Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is trying to solve the fundamental problem, this fundamental problem, that you are, the sense of lack which is there, you are experiencing, that has to be taken care of. That sense of lack is because of you are not knowing yourself. That Dharma, Artha, Kama, you see, what is this Purushartha actually? Dharma, Artha is securities, Kama is pleasures. And Dharma is all ethical doing, all Dharma, even going to heaven. So this is all karma. This is all by doing, we are trying to do something, trying to achieve something by doing some karma phala we gain. And we are trying to remove our limitation, sense of limitation, which is centered on this lack. This sense of lack is centered on I. I lack, I want. This I want is the sense of lack, can never be fulfilled by anything. Because when the sense of want is centered on the I, which is wanting person, I plus anything of the world or I minus anything of the world is not going to solve the problem. So I keep on trying as a seeker, plus, 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 plus of the world. And even if you keep on adding, you are not going to become anything. In the rat race, when the rat wins, still he is a rat only. So still the winning rat is again the rat only. What do you achieve? Ultimately, what is it that you are trying to seek? That is the fundamental question which the sense of lack, I want, is to be removed. This is what Arjuna experienced at the battlefield. You know, the sense of sadness, he said, it is centered on with me. I am experiencing that sense of sadness. Whatever I do, I am not going to remove this sense of sadness. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudhyadyachokam indriyana avapya bhumau asapatnam riddham rajyam suranam apichadipatyam. Whatever I do, even if I don't see this lack, sense of sadness being removed by any means, whether I win this kingdom or whatever I gain, whether on this earth I win the whole kingdom or even hereafter I win over the gods, I will not be able to gain and to remove the sense of lack, the sense of sadness. This I want is not going to be removed. This, when it is revealed, there is where he surrenders and he asks Krishna to please teach me. He asked Krishna there. This was the real change in his whole thinking, and this fundamental problem was discovered. Topical problems can be solved topically, but fundamental problem, what do you know? See, I will give you an example. Suppose I am reading a book, and my glasses I have kept on my head just for that, and I am trying to read. I am reading a book, and Anu walks into the room, and I start discussing with Anu something. These are my reading glasses, therefore I keep the glasses on the head, and I start discussing. Okay. So after half an hour of discussion, Anu goes back. I pick up my book, and I'm not able to read it. And I'm searching all over the room. Where is my glasses? Where are my glasses? Any amount of effort, will I get my glasses? Any search, any doing, any kind of doing, whether I will get my glasses? Those glasses are already there. Somebody has to just tell me. Anu walks back into the room. I said, Anu, did you see my glasses? Where are they? When you came, I was reading my book. Now I don't find it. She looks at me and she teases me. See, I don't know. Where are they? So I said, okay, but you see, you take your hands on your head, and I just put it, and then I discover. So it is praptasya prapti. Vedanta is also something like that. Praptasya prapti. Another thing is, these words of Vedanta is like this. The fundamental problem that what I am seeking is I am already that what I am seeking. So it is not, no amount of doing anything will change that. No amount of doing anything will be able to get me to myself. Because there are two, this is what is called as Brahma Vidya, which is the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra. This is the two topics which Bhagavad Gita discusses. Brahma Vidya elaborately has been discussed in the Upanishads. What is an Upanishad? Upanishad, you should understand what is really in Upanishad. Then only you will know what really Bhagavad Gita is culled out from Upanishad. Na? There are three words in Upanishad. Upa, Ni, Sad. Sad means Sad. Lu, shadlu, the root meaning is in the terms of disintegration, loosening, and getting, knowing. So, Visharana Gati Avasadanarthe. These are the three meanings. Visharana Gati Avasadana. Visharana is loosening, loosening of your ragadveshas, your likes and dislikes. They have to be loosened. And Gati is actually what you have to know. You have to understand. Did you get it? When I say, did you get it? You understand something. So that getting it, that understanding is knowing. Did you get it? Akash, did you get it? So if I say, Akash, did you get it? Yes. You say, yes, I get it. Get it means I understand. Knowing. So this is Gati. Avasadanarthe is total annihilation of ignorance. So these three things, for what is the subject matter of Upa word and Ni? Upa means near. Near of what? See, sun is nearer than other stars. Moon is nearer than sun. You know. Then Delhi is nearer than sun. Then for me, Rishikesh is nearer than Delhi. Then Ganga is nearer than even Ramjula. Then dining hall is nearer to my room. Then my clothes are nearer to me, then my eyes, then my mind. What is the nearest innermost self? Pratyak Atma. That is what is the meaning of Upa. That is the meaning of innermost self. That is the knowledge of Upa. It means innermost self. That which is the innermost self, that is what you're talking about. You know? And Ni means Nishchayarthak. That which is very well ascertained truth. Total Ni means Nishchayarthak. Total ascertainment of this understanding of the self. By destroying all your ragadveshas, annihilating and really taking care of your ragadveshas and trying to know what is the self, which will really take you away from your ignorance of seeking outside, seeking all the time outside. So this is Brahma Vidya. The matter is I am. That Brahma Vidya is the subject matter of the Upanishads. How to get that subject matter to be attained, that is the subject, mainly Bhagavad Gita discusses it. It is the Yoga Shastra. Yoga means the means of understanding the self. That by which I will be able to get to this Brahma Vidya. That means what? So there are two margas enumerated in our Sanatan Dharma Shastras by the Vedas. Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. Pravritti Marga is, Marga means a method, a way to a goal. Goal is what is goal? Everyone goal is the same. Everybody seeking oneself. You know, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha is not four ends. Because Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha looks to be four. But really they are not four. Through Dharma also you are seeking Mukti. Paap se Mukti, Punya ki Prapti. Artha se insecurity se Mukti, security ki Prapti. Kama, Dukh se Mukti, Sukh ki Prapti. And Moksha, Bandhan se Mukti. Really speaking, in and through all, everything what you are seeking is Mukti. And that Mukti, how will you gain? It is your own Sarupa. And therefore, that Dharma, Artha, Kama, that Artha, Kama pursuit, this clarity of purpose in life, this four Purusharthas are not really speaking four. In and through, in this discerning this fact that what I am seeking is really speaking moksha, me, myself. Even through Dharma, even through Artha, even through Kama. What I am seeking is myself. That seeking, this clarity, this is called in Bhagavad Gita, we will see slowly. I'm just giving you an introduction today. That is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, Nishchayatmika Buddhi. This ascertaining the clarity of purpose. What is Purushartha? What is Purushartha? My Purushartha, Purushartha Nishchaya. Really, what is the fundamental problem? I am trying to solve all the topical problems, and by that solving the topical problems, I think I will be able to gain if I become somebody by all in terms of money, in terms of power, in terms of status, in terms of relationships, whatever I am trying to do. What do I really make a significant change in this wanting self? This wanting self ever remains wanting. You are not able to bring about a significant change by doing any things. I'm not saying these are not important goals. They are important. But the priority, what you give to these goals, that is not there is a once you start Vedanta Shravana. Actually, what Vedanta is saying, Atma avare drashtavya. Atma is to be seen. Then what is to be done? The method Upanishads are telling, Atma avare drashtavya, shrotavya mantavya nidhyasana. Shrotavya means you have to listen to the Upanishads, to the Vedanta, to the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Vedanta is the methodology, is the pramana. We will see what is pramana. Is the means of knowledge, is an instrument of knowledge for knowing yourself. What is an instrument of knowledge? Like eyes is an instrument of knowledge to see this color. This color is orange. I am wearing an orange color. Can you smell the color? Can you taste the color? Can you hear the color? Can you touch the color? You can only see color. You know, that seeing only instrument of eye can do that. So when all this pramana is a system of epistemology, that is a very, very great subject. I'm just introducing a topic today. That as the eyes are the means to see the color, the ears to hear the words, so to what is the means of knowing yourself? How will you know yourself? Because here the problem is seeker is the sought. What you are trying to seek, that you yourself are already. How will you see? You know, the eyes cannot see themselves. This is a very big problem. The seer and the seen, both are one here. For eyes to see, mirror is required, no? Even, isn't it? You require a mirror to see the eyes. To see yourself, what is required? In fact, I am self-evident. You don't require anything. I am, I am, I am. Even in darkness you stand, you will say, I am, I am. You don't require any eyes, anything. You are self-evident. But to know when you are making an error about this I, that I am this body, mind, sense complex, I am this or that, I am different, I am mortal, I am sad, I am insecure. All the superimposition on this I, these are the factors which is to be taken care of. This is an error in judgment about myself, taking myself to be something limited. That I is limitless. The Gita teaches this limitlessness is to be understood. That limitlessness is to be understood. Really, you need a teacher who can expose you, unfold you. Like Arjuna was on the battlefield, was given this dialogue was happened between Arjuna and Bhagavan. Bhagavan, when he asked that I don't see any means by which I can solve this fundamental problem of sadness, of this lack, of sense of lack. Then Bhagavan gave the Bhagavad Gita. When he surrendered totally, then only he started the teaching. He says, Karpanya doshopahata svabhava prichhami tvam dharma sammood cheta. I am totally deluded about what is to be done, what is not to be done. And my mind is kripana because my buddhi, I have not really trained my buddhi to think in terms of knowing myself. And therefore, in terms of what is right and what is wrong, all this because of Karpanya dosha, my Swabhava is overpowered by this Karpanya. You please help me out. You please teach me. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava prichhami tvam. That is why I ask you. Because I am dharma sammood cheta. What is to be done, what is not to be done, I am totally deluded. Yat shreyasya nishchitam. Yat shreyasya nishchitam bruhi tat me bruhi. That please tell me. That which is the ultimate good for me, shreyas for me. Why should I teach you? Shishyasteham shadi mam tvam prapanna. Because I am your disciple. He surrenders completely because disciple means there is a samvada, there is a dialogue in the Bhagavad Gita. Samvada, there are 4 kinds of dialogue. Dialogue can happen between 2 equals. I also know, you also know. And then somebody, whatever you know, I will just put you down. And whatever you know, I will put you down, I'll cut it. That is Vitanda. And what is Jalpa? I just keep on prattling something with whatever I want to say. Samvada is the dialogue in the Bhagavad Gita, wherein Arjuna is taking Krishna to be his teacher, master, and then he is trying to explain this fundamental problem, this sense of lack. You know, that is why Bhagavan first gives him this understanding of the self in the 2nd chapter. From the verse 11th onwards, Ashocyanan Vashojastam, till the verse 30, the whole Sankhya Yoga is given. The whole Jnana Yoga is given. So that these 2 margas, Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga, Pravritti Marga, Nivritti Marga, there are 2 lifestyles to be lived for the same goal, for understanding the same goal, the sense of lack which I am having, this to solve this fundamental problem, I have to have 2 methods. One is the people who are really prepared for this understanding, sannyasis. So for them, total straight away there is a Jnana Marga. You straight away give the understanding. Atmavara drashtavya shrotavyo mantavya nividyasita. But for the people who are still to get prepared, if they are playing so many roles in life, that for the householder is the Yoga Marga, Pravritti Marga. But Pravritti Marga, they are engaged in Artha and Kama, most all or Dharma, going to heaven. But these 3 Purusharthas, that clarity of purpose, that really what I am seeking is me, myself, the moksha, when it comes, their shift in priority happens. You know, they start giving priority to this marga, this moksha, and therefore Shravana Manana Nidhyasana, the listening to the teacher, the listening to the satsanga, listening to the Bhagavad Gita, listening to the Vedanta Shastra, trying to understand what is this fundamental problem, how I am already that, how I am that limitlessness which I am seeking, all that becomes clear. But that is not straight away listening, you cannot do. Your mind is not ready. So therefore, Yoga Marga is given. Yoga Marga is, you see, I always give this example, wave and an ocean. A wave is connected with the ocean. Without the ocean, can the wave be? So wave's primary relationship is with the ocean, isn't it? That wave is connected with the ocean is the primary relationship. With all other waves, it is secondary relationship. You are connected to the other waves. That connection is secondary. But all is ocean. First, you are playing, in my classes, I used to draw circles that this is body, mind, sense complex. Then this is family, bigger circle. Then the bigger circle, society. Then bigger circle, state. Then the bigger circle. Yeah, you have the circles. Yes, keep on drawing the circles like that. Anu is showing the circles. So state, country. Yeah, I know you are good students. State, country, then globe, then universe, multiverse, total, Ishvara. Individual to total. There are so many roles in between you are playing. From to your body, mind, sense complex, to the family, as a father, mother, whatever role you are playing, as a husband, wife, then to the society as a doctor, as a teacher, as a counselor, as a fashion designer, as as an IS officer, as Akash is doing all that, whatever roles you are playing in the society, these roles, they are the roles. Then further up. So all these roles when you are playing, how while playing the roles, you can be in tune with Ishvara. That is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. How can you be your main identity? What is your main identity? What is your basic identity? That identity, that which is without the ocean, wave cannot be. When ocean is, then the wave is. So therefore, my first and foremost relationship is with Ishvara as a devotee. So devotee identity, not essence, identity. Identity, essence, we will come later. This is Karma Yoga, Akash. So it is not, I am not talking about the essence. So I am talking about the identity. Your identity, you are related. We are talking in terms of Pravritti Marga, where you are playing so many roles. You have a role towards yourself, you have a role towards your family, you have a role towards society. So in terms of so many roles, what is your basic identity? In terms of relationship, you are in terms of essentially what you are asking, essentially wave is also water and ocean is also water. That is essence. That is the jnanam, ultimate understanding. That wave also has to understand that I am nothing but water. Ocean also has to understand I am nothing but water. But here, first the method, when this understanding that I am water is missing, I have to really, I am in the midst of all my role playing. In the midst of role playing, what is my identity? So I am totally lost in the identity of a businessman, in the identity of a mother, in the identity of a householder, in the identity of an IS officer, in the identity of a businessman, in the identity of a scientist. Something we are just lost in that. And I am not really taking care of trying to search me, the basic self, the basic person, who am I? I am just totally lost. And in this, through these roles only, I am trying to feel fulfillment. I'm trying to fulfill myself by fulfilling all these roles. That is all what I am doing. I am not saying you should not fulfill, but your identity, that your basic identity, you see, shifts. That you are a devotee, that has to be maintained as a foremost identity. That is what the Gita is teaching. This shift in identity, there was a story Swamiji used to give. All of you know, all my students, that Swamiji used to give a story that there was a cook, you know, in a house, and he used to cook for his master. And he used to sing also very well. So he used to sing very, very beautiful songs. And one day a music director came to their house And that music director, he asked, who is singing? So he says, my cook is singing. Then this director says, please give this boy to me. He has all that in him to become a big musician, singer. So that, okay, he said, fine, if his life is made, why not? Take him. And then that time he was 10 years old. So in another 8 years, he became a very big musician, a big singer. And then he came to the master. And then again, master asked him, cook me the same dish which you used to make. So he was making the dish, and then he was singing. Now, some guests were also there sitting with the master, and then they asked him, you know, who is it? You know, that singer, he is there. That singer, he is cooking in the kitchen, he is singing. So the identity, the action remaining the same. Cooking was happening in both the times. First, the cook was singing. Later on, the singer was cooking. Because identity shift, what you are giving way your identity or focus. You can still play the role, but as a devotee husband, as a devotee IS officer, first devotee, like Rama did, like Bharata did. Bharata brought the Padukas of Rama and he placed them on the Simhasana. And that, then he said, I am your devotee first and then the king. First, I will play the role of a devotee. First, I am a devotee. My first and foremost action, my karma, is devotion to you. Then only the kingdom. But what we are doing, first, whenever, whatever we get, our duties are first, other duties are main, and my primary identity, basic person, which is a devotee, that is last. If I get some time, then I will do service to the Lord, to the Almighty. That is my basic identity, which has to be really kept in and through all the time. This shift is the whole crux of the Bhagavad Gita, which the Gita is trying to teach. Through this Karma Yoga, once you start doing, because Ishvara is nothing but Dharma. These all what I am talking today will be explained in our later classes. That shift happens through this whole change in your ideology, this whole identity. You keep on playing all the roles, but your identity is that of a devotee. When you do that, you know, your dharma, you are all the time dharmika. Because Ishvara is nothing but dharma. You know, what is dharma? All these are the topics which we will be dealing. Dharma is Ishvara. Ishvara is not sitting over somewhere in the heaven and trying to do what all I am keep, all laws of Ishvara, only one result comes, result of an action comes. This all we will see. How much time do I have, Anu?
Swamiji,
Till 3
you
o'clock.
said, so we are 2:45 right now.
So till 3 I do, huh?
As much as you want to, Swamiji. आपको
Then you
10
have
मिनट
question
पहले
answer.
खत्म करना है, 10 मिनट पहले खत्म करना है, 10 मिनट बाद में खत्म करना है, आपकी मर्जी है, आप देखिए.
हाँ. So if anybody has any questions, we will ask, give them later on 15 minutes. Then we can. I am just seeing whether, some people who are, if anybody has any questions also can write to me later on. But right now we can just. So
People
this
can
shift in
write their
identity.
questions in the chat also, Swamiji.
Yeah, he wrote. Somebody wrote.
Ah.
Akash wrote one question.
Yeah.
So if you are with me, this shift in identity is the whole Karma Yoga. This is the basic Karma Yoga, this identity. Therefore, what happens when you are trying to follow Dharma? when dharma is Ishvara, then when you are in tune with Ishvara, when you are in tune with dharma, you are not giving emphasis to your raga dveshas in your life, what you are supposed to do. Like Rama was supposed to, what was Rama supposed to do as a king? Like I used to give an example in my classes. If there's a police inspector and his son has committed a crime and he has to catch that son, what will he do? Whether he has to play the role of a father or a police inspector. Police inspector. Why? Because this is a higher circle. You have to be in harmony with Ishvara, the total, what you are seeking, because that what you are seeking is the total. That what you are seeking is the total. And that is why when you have to be in harmony with the total, that is where you are in harmony with Ishvara. That is where you are in harmony with dharma. That is why Rama had to abandon Sita, because as a role of a king, not as a role of a husband. He played the role of a king, not role of a husband. That is why, Rama is always blamed. But when he thought as a king, not as a husband. Your video has been, somebody sent a message, something.
Nothing,
is it
nothing.
Okay? Everything is okay.
Everything is okay. Carry on.
So this understanding of pravritti marga and nivritti marga, these are the two margas essentially leading to the same end. I used to give an example, if you remember. If you have to do MBBS if you have to do MBBS, so whether you stay at home or whether you take to hostel, in both the ways you have to give priority to the role of a student. In the hostel, you are only a student, but you can get into politics. And in the house, you have so many other roles, but you have to prioritize the role of a student. So therefore, Karma Yoga is prioritizing the role of a devotee. You remain a devotee, but you judiciously keep on choosing your activities as dharma. All the duties you keep doing. And when you are doing your duty dharmically and judiciously, then you are in tune with Ishvara. Therefore, both the ways are same. Shravana Manana Nidhyasana, that the Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, that study of the Bhagavad Gita is important in both the margas, whether it is Grahastha or Sannyasa ashrama, because both are trying to seek the same thing. Even in Grahastha, what I am trying to seek, me, myself, Dharma, Artha, Kama. So this sense of lack which is on myself, it can never go by anything. Whether I become whatever I become, I will still be wanting it. Whether I become Bill Gates, or who is the president now? Joe Biden. Biden, na? Biden.
Joe Biden.
So, Joe Biden.
Yes.
Biden, you said. Okay. So
Biden भी चलेगा, bids high थी उस time पे.
Okay. So whatever you are saying, a sense of want keeps on going. This is the Upanishad. This is the Bhagavad Gita. This is the most essential study, the Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishad, which you have to go through. And that is what the first verse of Dhyana Shloka, which we chanted, I would like to give the meaning of that verse, so that you will know how we will teach the shlokas and Bhagavad Gita. So we chanted Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana. Narayanena Swayam Narayana, who is Bhagavan. Pratibodhitam Parthaya, to the Partha, to Arjuna, Prithaputra, Pritha ka putra, Kunti ka putra, Partha. उसको क्या दिया? प्रतिबोधिताम भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं। स्वयं नारायण, भगवान नारायण ने। नारायण शब्द का बहुत अच्छा अर्थ है, मैंने बताया था एक दिन अनु को। नरस्य अयनम इति नारायणम। नर, नर इज नृ, न रीयते इति नर, दैट व्हिच डज नॉट पेरिश। न रीयते, नर कौन है? जिसका कभी नाश नहीं होता, वो वाला ना। ये बॉडी माइंड सेंस कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं, ये आत्मा न रीयते। और जिसका जिस इस बॉडी में जो आया है एज अ नर, उसका जो वो नार है, वो आनंद का जो अनुभव करता है, उसका ये जो अबोर्ड है वो नारायण है। तो नारायण कौन है? जो भगवान कृष्ण जो नारायण है, उन्होंने स्वयं पार्थ को ये भगवत गीता दिया। प्रतिबोधिताम ना पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिताम भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथिताम पुराण मुनिना। और ये किसके द्वारा ग्रथित है? व्यास के द्वारा। जो कौन है व्यास? पुराण मुनि, एंशियंट पुराण मुनि है। मुनि मननशील जो होता है वो मुनि होता है। व्यासेन ग्रथिताम पुराण मुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम। इन द मिड्स ऑफ महाभारत इट इज। महाभारत में मैंने पहले ही बताया 1,00,000 श्लोक है, इतिहास है। उसके मिड्स में ये भगवत गीता है। भगवत गीता वेद व्यास के द्वारा लिखी, लेकिन हमारे वेद किसी के द्वारा लिखे नहीं है, वो उपनिषदों से लिए गए हैं। जनरली most of the mantras you will find in Kathopanishad of the Bhagavad Gita. अद्वैतामृत वर्षिणी। और ये क्या है? इसका सब्जेक्ट मैटर क्या है? अद्वैत अमृत है इसका। अद्वैत अमृत की वर्षा करने वाली भगवती है माँ। अद्वैतामृत वर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी। इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 18 चैप्टर्स। अष्ट अध्याय, अष्टादशाध्यायिनी। अम्ब त्वाम अनुसंदधामि। ओ अम्बा, ओ माँ, ओ अम्बा। अम्मा, अम्मा वर्ड जो है वो अम्बा से आया है संस्कृत के। अम्मा, अम्मा बोलते हैं ना साउथ में, माँ। अम्बा, अम्ब, अम्ब त्वाम अनुसंदधामि भगवद गीते भवद्वेषिणी। ओ भगवद गीता, ओ अम्बा, ओ माँ, मैं तुम्हारा अनुसंधान करता हूँ। मैं तुम्हारा अनुसंधान करता हूँ माने मैं तुम्हारे को के ऊपर, तुम्हारे सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि किताब को खोल के आपने बांध के रख दिया, पूजा में उसकी पूजा करते हो। आप उसके ऊपर जो भगवान कृष्ण ने जो अर्जुन को ज्ञान दिया है, उसका मैं अनुसंधान करता हूँ, उसके ऊपर विचार करता हूँ, उसको मैं सीखता हूँ, उसका मैं श्रवण करता हूँ। श्रवण मनन के द्वारा मैं उसको अपने आत्मज्ञान को प्राप्त करने के। क्यों? भवद्वेषिणी, क्योंकि आप भव सागर से पार ले जाने वाली। अगर मैं आपका अनुसंधान करूंगा तो क्या मिलेगा मुझे? भवद्वेषिणी, भव के जो सागर से उसके अंदर, उससे मुझे पार ले जाओगे आप। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिताम भगवता। पार्थ को जो प्रतिबोध किया था वो वाली, उसी नारायण ने, उसी भगवत गीता का मैं अनुसंधान करता हूँ। ये हमारा पहला वर्ष। आज के लिए हम सोचते हैं इतना ही बहुत है। इसके लिए इसमें हम लोग कुछ प्रश्न करेंगे और कुछ डायलॉग होगा तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा, क्योंकि जो भी है ये डायलॉग है। अभी तो आज सिर्फ एक, बहुत से लोग आए नहीं है, इंट्रोडक्शन दे दिया है मैंने। बाकी I thank Anu and Rajiv Sudan, basically two main people of this formation. It is Anu Kalra who really asked me to resume this Zoom classes. I am very this thing. And then Rajiv Sudan, who has a WhatsApp group, he has so many members. They are all joining this group. So both of you, because you have become instrumental in creating this Zoom classes, and therefore this thing is happening. This is all divine will, and this divine will, with this will we go, we'll just surrender to this will, and let us see we can make best out of it. We can study it deeply. We can ask me questions. You can have my phone number. You can write to me. You can call me. I am always available to all of you. Thank you. You have any questions? You can ask.
थैंक यू सो मच स्वामी जी. या डिवाइन विल ही है तो नथिंग बिसाइड्स दैट. वो नारायण वाला आपका आपने जो मीनिंग बताया था, आई थिंक आई वाज रिमेम्बरिंग, आकाश, यू पीपल माइट रिमेम्बर, सूजी ने पूछा था नारायणी का मतलब, फिर मैंने स्वामी जी से पूछा था, मैंने एक सेशन में बताया था व्हेन सूजी हैड जॉइंड दैट सेशन. तो आई जस्ट रिमेम्बर्ड कि हाँ ये तो वही वाला, तभी बात हुई थी ये वाली. नाइस.
So I can see Mala, Meena ji, Dinesh Mishra, Ramesh Uppal. Then I can see Ankur, RP Gupta. गुप्ता जी भी आ गए हैं. अच्छा, शैली अग्रवाल, सुशीला बंसल. Then I don't see Renu
स्वामी जी,
Gupta.
शैली is Akash's sister.
I know. I met Shelly at your house. I wished her on her birthday.
Yes,
Kalpana Mishra, Payal. Then I see Neeta, Jyoti Sushil, Vatsala Tyagi, Usha Agarwal. All these people I see on this. Kalpana Mishra, now I can see her. And Aradhana Dalmia. Payal to everyone, thanks. Usha Agarwal, Renu Gupta. Anybody has anything to say, tap and ask questions. Anybody, Ankur, you have anything to say, you can all speak, and therefore we can have 15 more minutes. So therefore I gave you time. Ramesh ji, Dinesh
I
Mishra
think
ji.
Ankur wants to ask. Ankur has raised his hand.
Yes,
Yes,
so,
Ankur.
yeah, one question. In the middle somewhere you said our main identity to maintain it as a devotee. So I
Yeah.
just had a question ki from the Advait perspective, what would be a devotee be, and is that identity to be maintained as a separate identity, or are you do we just is it more at I mean we calling it a name called devotee, but what exactly do we mean by that?
So you play so many roles. Now, Ankur, you are a son to your father. You are a sister. You are a brother to your sister. You have so many roles, and therefore you have a role as a devotee also. So therefore, among so many roles, you have foremost identity. Like एक साइंटिस्ट है, वो साइंस में रिसर्च कर रहा है अपनी लैब के अंदर. अब वो हस्बैंड का भी रोल प्ले कर रहा है, फादर का भी रोल प्ले कर रहा है, साइंटिस्ट का भी रोल प्ले कर रहा है. तो वो आइडेंटिटी क्या मेंटेन करके कर रहा है अपनी? वो ड्राइविंग करते हुए भी अपनी रिसर्च कर रहा है साइंस की, है ना. वो खाना खाते हुए भी रिसर्च के बारे में सोच रहा है. दैट आइडेंटिटी इज फॉरमोस्ट. लाइक 16 साल की एक लड़की है, उसकी अभी शादी होने वाली है, उसके फियांसी के बारे में सोचते सोचते वो हर समय सारा काम करती रहती है. ऑल द टाइम हर माइंड इज फिक्स्ड. Her identity as a fiancee to her lover, but सारा काम वो कर रही है, सारे रोल्स वो कर रही है, उसके रोल चलते रहते हैं. लेकिन अद्वैत का मतलब ये नहीं है. अद्वैत जब हम हमारी आइडेंटिटी, जब हम ये भक्ति वाली आइडेंटिटी से जब हम कर्म योग करेंगे, तब हमारा मन अंतःकरण शुद्ध हो जाएगा, रेडी हो जाएगा टू रियली अंडरस्टैंड दैट मी एंड ईश्वरा आर नथिंग बट वन. There is no difference between me and Ishvara. That wave will understand I am part of ocean. But that day will come, that wave will understand I am also water and ocean also is water. I am that, and therefore I am God. That Advaita is the ultimate. But to reach that Advaita, you have to prepare your mind first. That mind preparation is this way of Karma Yoga, which everybody has to go through, because you have not left, you are playing so many other roles. Then why don't you play the role of a devotee in the midst of playing all the roles? You see? That is what.
Yeah, so if we see it, Swamiji, from the perspective of, let's say, the inquiry path, then we can say the role of the inquirer has to be there all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
see,
what I
या तो भक्ति मार्ग से आप devotee का रोल प्ले करेंगे, और ज्ञान मार्ग में inquirer का.
नहीं. Inquiry is in both the marga. See, that is what I am trying to say. देखो, अगर तुम student हो, हॉस्टल में रह रहे हो या घर में रह रहे हो, स्टडी तो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है ना दोनों मार्गों में,
जी
इंक्वायरी दोनों मार्गों में ही है, रोल्स दोनों मार्गों में प्ले करना पड़ेगा। वहां पे भी आप स्टूडेंट हो, यहाँ पे भी आप स्टूडेंट हो। वहां पे आप क्या कर रहे हो, वहां पे आप आइडेंटिटी के लिए सिर्फ श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन को, जो आपने गीता उपनिषद है सिर्फ उसका श्रवण को ही मुख्य दिया हुआ है। यहाँ पे उसको श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन करते करते बाकी सारे रोल्स प्ले कर रहे हो, जैसे आप कर रही हो, आप सारे रोल्स प्ले कर रही हो, लेकिन आपके इंक्वायरिंग का रोल मुख्य है। आप डिवोटी का भी रोल उस तरह से, आप उसको आप डिवोटी कहिए, इंक्वायरी कहिए, उसके अंदर एक ही बात है।
that's what I
बात
was
है
addressing to Ankur, that he had
yes.
from the
So,
perspective.
right. So there is no distinction in the two actually.
Distinction can be there when you are playing the roles. You have to play, you have to give a manifestation to Ishvara as a person for some time, so that you
Okay.
can relate. You can
Right.
relate to something. Otherwise, it becomes unrelatable. Yeah.
फिर
It
आकाश
is-
ने पूछा था स्वामी जी, he had raised his hand, he wanted to ask something.
Yes, please, Akash.
So, Swamiji, I want to take you back to your example of Lord Rama, where you compare him an idealist king and a sacrificial husband, and you said his role as a king was bigger and not the like. So, in such a situation where one has to lose something or be sacrificing something for a, isn't it his role as a husband was equally important and would have been better if he would have favored that?
No, this is what is dharma. Dharma is very, very crucial. In Harishchandra, Raja Harishchandra, when he had given the vrata as a king, Raja Harishchandra, to Vishwamitra, so he had to sold everything. He had to give up his kingdom. He had to go to sell it, even to lose his wife, children, everything, to just keep the words. Because what is bigger is to be in harmony with the total. Your word, not the roles are, smaller roles are lower circle. When you are in the higher circle, you are in harmony with Ishvara. Like, you know, you are a part of the society, but as a father, you are only, you have a role as in a family. But if you are a police inspector, you're part of the whole society is looking towards you to play your role judiciously, dharmically. You cannot take sides with your son as a father's role. So you cannot sacrifice the duty of a policeman to safeguard your son, because there are so many other people in the society. That is harmony with Ishvara. That is dharma. You see? That is why in the larger view, world view, the dharma is therefore body, mind, sense complex. This is what is our identification is with my own body, mind, sense complex, my own roles, my own, these are my identities. I am giving more emphasis to my identities than what I am really essentially. When you grow, essentially speaking, all this identity keep on merging, disappearing. They disappear. You see, this is what the beauty about Advaita is. Advaita is you are not there. This world is not. In fact, the whole world is in you. Advaita is talking about you are the cause of this whole universe. That is what one has to understand ultimately, Bhagavad Gita Upanishads. Yes.
Nice.
What else?
स्वामी जी मैं
Anybody?
एक क्वेश्चन पूछूं? हाँ जी, एक छोटा सा
Yeah,
क्वेश्चन।
मीना जी बोलिए।
नमस्ते, प्रणाम।
नमस्ते
देखिए,
मीना जी, I can see you.
अच्छा ठीक है। ईश्वर कृष्ण जी भगवान थे और वो सब जानते थे, तो ये सब होने ही क्यों दिया? क्या नियति में लिखा था इसलिए, या फिर वो क्षत्रिय धर्म को याद दिला रहे थे और धर्म क्षेत्र
ऐसा है
में?
ना, कर्म की जो गति होती है ना, वो बहुत बड़ी होती है। जो तो ये तो जीवों के कर्म है, जन्म जन्मों से जो कर्म है, एक पूरी नियति, जो आपने ठीक कहा, उससे जो चलता आ रहा था, वो तो सिर्फ एक अपना, वो भी अपना एक अवतार के रूप में रोल प्ले करने आए थे। तो ये सारा का सारा जो रचना है वो तो पूरी सृष्टि की रचना है जन्म जन्मों से। कौरव पांडव ये जितना भी हुआ, जो भी युद्ध हुआ, वो नियति का ही था। जितना भी कोशिश कर लिया कृष्ण भगवान ने उसको रोकने की, युद्ध की, नहीं कर रोक पाए, तो होना ही था। अल्टीमेटली द टीचिंग इज what all is happening in him only, and that what is happening is not is according to dharma. Dharma becomes a supreme factor to maintain in spite of what all has to happen that will happen. But dharma is the main thing which we have to, which is the yardstick to go about by following what is to be done, what is not to be done.
कहीं ना कहीं युद्ध क्षेत्र में भी कुछ ना कुछ तो इनको यूज करना पड़ा था टैक्टिक्स, चाहे वो कर्ण के लिए थी, चाहे अश्वत्थामा के लिए थी द्रोणाचार्य के पुत्र के लिए, तो टैक्टिक्स तो थी और फेयर थी कि नहीं, मैं नहीं कमेंट करूंगी, मेरी बहुत छोटी बुद्धि है, लेकिन कुछ करना पड़ा था। देखो हम सब जानते हैं किस टाइम किसको कैसे मारा गया और कैसे क्या करना।
धर्म के लिए जब जहाँ पे धर्म बड़ा होता है ना, तो जब धर्म के लिए कुछ भी काफी कुछ जितना धर्म को बचाने के लिए जितना कुछ भी सेक्रीफाइस करना पड़े वो करना पड़ जाता है। अश्वत्थामा और ये सब जो थे वो ऐसी चीज थी, ऐसी हस्तियां थी जिनको मारा ही नहीं जाते थे। अश्वत्थामा तो अभी भी वो है, उसको तो अमरता का वरदान था। कुछ ही जो चिरंजीवी लोग हैं, हनुमान जी हैं, अश्वत्थामा है, और ऐसे 7 लोग हैं, तो अगर वो ऐसे होते तो द्रोणाचार्य को तो खत्म ही नहीं किया जा सकता था। तो दिस नियति थी इस प्रकार।
नियति,
आपने ठीक ही बोला, नियति शब्द। हाँ, यस, एनीबडी एल्स? ठीक है, भी एंड द सेशन। हाँ
हाँ जी, आप करिए
तो वी मीट
क्लोजर।
ओके। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। Hari Om. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Next Wednesday we meet.
We are meeting on next Wednesday.